kept saying Dorum in the last episode, but it's Abysse's Dorsum. Not Dorum. Hello, Internet! Welcome back to another episode of Xenoblade Chronicles Future Connected. In the last episode, we did a bunch of side questing around the Bionis Shoulder. This time, we are going to be continuing to do that. We are going to be starting with Riddle FIFA This, which is a Pond Spectre quest. Oh, you brought Skymole to FIFA! Such darling little claw paws. Yes, indeed, Skymole is going to make excellent research specimen. Now then, here is final riddle of FIFA. What monster have color of harmless plant, but is highly ferocious? And such creature and find such creature and defeat. FIFA will be watching closely from right here. So make sure friend really defeat creature because FIFA can smell liar from mile away. Off friends go then, FIFA will be observing. If you can smell something from 2,500 whatever the fuck feet away, that's impressive, but I guess I don't really know like what Nopons can and cannot. What did I just say? Nopons? The plural of Nopon is Nopon, not Nopons. Hello Swello or Luga. Can I not fight you this time? No? Okay. Well, I've killed you before, I can do it again. For the third time. Holy shit! Whoa! I've never seen that art before. This might be the most clearly we've ever been able to see in Orluga's face. God, I still hate him. I got help from the Pond Spectres just in time for that battle. It's not the Ilukas. I think we're looking for a green Ferris. Color of a plant, and it starts with FER. It's definitely a Ferris, because it's like there are green Ferrises around here. I could definitely skip travel to get to a Ferris faster, but I already saw the quest marker, so I'm just gonna run. This one's around a bunch of Chromars, and I don't really want to fight those. There's one that looks like it's on its own up here. So this is the one I'm gonna take on. Never mind. There's Chromars here too. And Gogles. Oh man, I just realized we never really even went over the Gogles on Garp Lane back in the base game. Which is weird because Gogles are always like an iconic enemy in Xenoblade. They're like the only type of monster enemy that everybody knows in this series. Just because of Immovable Gonzalez and Territorial Rotbart. Killed the Ferris with Monado Buster, just because I use Monado Buster a lot, even in Future Connected, just because I want to keep consistently using damaging arts if it's an enemy that I know I can defeat really quickly. We just had Art Seal inflicted on us halfway through using an art, and you can see that it nullified the damage there. Monado arts are not affected by Art Seal, so you can still use Monado Armor if you have Art Seal inflicted on you. It's just for arts like Slit Edge or Backslash or Sword Drive, anything that isn't a Monado or Talent art. This thing just call another Gogol? I wanna like win this battle so I can go see what's in that crystal deposit. Okay, well, we win. Yeah, that was easy. Pond Spectres make every enemy a joke, even this early in the game. And, like, we don't even have half the Pond Spectres yet. We have 4. Also, if you're wondering, there is an option in the menu to make it so the Pond Spectres aren't visible. Since we only have 4 of them, this isn't going to be a huge deal. But since the Pond Spectres do have their own collision, it can make things kind of a pain in the ass at times. Hitting that option in the menu will only make them invisible outside of battles, though. When you're in a battle, they'll always be visible, because they have like a drastic effect on combat. Just because they are the chain attacks of Future Connected, and they do like minor damage of their own just outside of Union Strikes. FIFA watch spectacular takedown of Green Ferris. FIFA was standing right here, but was with friends in spirit. Also gained tremendous insight into ecology of Ferris. Scientific breakthrough 2 is sure to be on horizon. But as promised, FIFA will return to duties now. 40,000 EXP and debuff resist 2. It's not awful, I guess. But wait a single nanosecond. This is not time for dally-dillies. FIFA have pressing question for Chief 1-1. Before FIFA get here, Archaeology Center raided by unknown assailant. It seemed that some kind of memo went missing, and FIFA have strong sneaking suspicion of culprit identity. FIFA found Chief not far from scene of crime, looking with extreme shifty eye. Awfully suspicious if friends ask FIFA. It not matter that Chief is Chief, criminals must get serving of comeuppance. We'll get to bottom of this, FIFA swear. I guess Kino and Nene agree. Got another member of the blue team. Where can find other pawn specters? FIFA make precisely one educated guess. Friends should try looking there. Gotten whereabouts of further pawn specters. On a normal playthrough of Future Connected, I would recommend like going out of your way to get as many of the pawn specters as you can first. The only reason I'm not really doing that is just because having all the pawn specters makes the Union strikes broken. The more pawn specters you have of each team, the more powerful that team's corresponding attack in the Union strike will be. So say we only have one red Napon, but like 4 of the yellow ones. The yellow attack will be significantly stronger than the red attack despite not being focused on damage. I mean, it is focused on damage, but it's more focused on dazing. Say another pawn specter down here that we could have gotten much earlier. If I remember, this one is actually pretty difficult, but I guess we'll see. Fofora. Qualified, certified, making world more purtified. Pawn Spectre Fofora is named, surveying new lands is game. Oh, why you surprised Fofora like that? Made Fofora recite whole Pawn Spectre spiel and now survey in big shambles. How friends going to make up for, eh? Hope not thinking can just make teensy apology and just walk away. Fofora going to have to ask help with small matter. Then we'll let friends off proverbial fish hook. Could you go into more detail? Kino wanting to ask too. So friends will listen? Oh goody, Fofora knew friends were citizens of upstanding moral character. Small matter is nuisance Chromar on other side of Zen's thoroughfare. Right hand side. They keep getting in way of Fofora. Fofora is still busy mapping out area, so it'd be giant help if friends could remove Chromar from picture, please. Did you just order a hit? I mean, okay, but... okay, well, this is our next priority. They are right over there. I've always been a little confused about enemies like Chromar and Tirkin. I mean, that's how it's pronounced in Xenoblade 2, at least. Because in Xenoblade 2, Tirkin can speak English. Like, they speak to the main party in cutscenes and in the main story and stuff. You'd think that inconvenient Chromars would be able to speak English too, because they have, like, this whole society built up, and they have, like... not a rivalry with the Napon, I don't think, but they have a rivalry with something, I'm pretty sure. You'd think that they would, like, speak and, like, be intelligent, and, like, Homs would have some moral objections to having to kill a shit ton of them. But, no. Like, they have a whole society in, like, on the Bionis. I don't know if they're for all I know, their society could be in shambles now. Considering the Bionis is underwater, but do you get what I'm saying? Probably. That was easy. Alright. You may remember me saying that this quest is a pain in the ass. It's not done yet, believe it or not. It's not just kill those guys and then speak to Nopon. Get it? Because I said Napon, like in Xenoblade Chronicles X. How they pronounce it Nopon, I think. I don't know. I haven't played far enough in Xenoblade X. I'm going to be honest. I played a little bit of Xenoblade X. I played a little bit more in the meantime from the last time I talked about it to this episode. I'm really not a fan of it. Meh? Chromar are toast? Big hooray! Now Fafora free to continue surveying unhindered. What? Thought Fafora was busy in middle of surveying? Where friends get that idea? Such silly dumbs. No, Fafora just going out to Ponspect now. But friends did very speedy job and Fafora give credit where credit due. We'll prepare handsome reward later, so come by and Fafora will deliver personal. Fafora thinking of venture further afield, beyond even Den of Chromar that friends fend off. Say hello when friends next feel inclined, okay? Ta-ta now! Literally walks all the way over there. What is the point of this? There is none. I'll answer that for you right away. I'm just gonna speed up while I get all the way over there because there's a bunch of enemies we need to fight once we're over there, and it's a long walk. Got another one of Pororo's favorites and somehow managed to avoid every single enemy, including that fog beast. Pororo was able to ponspect whole area without hitch. Again, work of friends was much appreciate. Alright, with the Chromars out of the way, Fofora was able to finish her survey test. She looks very relieved. I keep almost calling her Phosphora. Incidentally, Fafora might have other tiny eensy requests that involve escorting Fafora personally to Chief 1-1. Chief 1-1 is chief of whole Ponspector squad. Said shoulder of Bionis is ripe for treasure pickings. If stick around long enough, Fafora could be rich beyond wildest dream. Oh, Fafora can almost smell the fame. It not excite friends too? Believe Fafora, it all become clear once friends hear straight from mouth of Chief. Okay, Fafora will keep friends company until able to meet Chief. Please to treat Fafora in manner to which Fafora accustomed. And we have another member. We have half the Ponspectors now. Our next quest takes us close to Teelan's laboratory, but not quite in Teelan's laboratory. If we head all the way down here, we have X and Quad Wings. Oh, what's in here? Ice Ether Crystals. You got Ether Defense up 4. Ether Defense up 4, and let me guess, the third one is Ether Defense up 4. Blaze Defense 4. Okay, not what I was expecting. This game is so good at subverting my expectations. That's not completely true, actually. Xenoblade Chronicles Future Connected has a lot of very predictable story beats, but... I mean, the gameplay sure does. And also, the story only becomes predictable once you learn, like, what the main antagonist is. So, I mean, yeah, overall, great job, Xenoblade. That Quad Wing messed with the wrong gang.
Never give up, Spirit is here upon way.
Meh. What Pororo do? One Pororo is extremely not enough to collect. Meh. Our friends may be travel persons. That great. Pororo have requests that would be perfect for travel persons. Could you go into more detail? Nene admit, Nene also curious. Then how about we ask them together? Pororo came to Bionis shoulder by flying with certain esteemed person and basket attached to Terex. But there was big hole in basket and vital food stuff that Pororo bring. It all strewn across land from sky high. Pororo admit, was a bit careless on own side to not notice sooner, but when boss realized flying to terrible rage. Was crucial asset for sell-off in darkest hour time of crisis, meh? Pororo go and pick back up now! That was exact order. Stuff that end up scattered all over Bionis shoulder is fave of Pororo, so would love to gather up for sure. But Bionis shoulder also full of terrible monsters wandering about, Pororo forced to reckon with their own limitations. So extend ask to friend travel persons. Please, would friends mind gathering up Pororo's favorite wherever find? We're already working on this. Plural thanks for agreeing. Well then, please come to inform Pororo whenever find more of Pororo's favorite. Pick up all of his huge jobs, so Pororo give rewards on ongoing basis in proportion to number found. No problem, leave it to me. Trust in Hero Ponkino and day will be saved. Found 4 out of 20. These are items you're supposed to be picking up just all over the place in general. We already see one just landed right over here. Actually, no, it's up there, I think. But, yeah, you have these red markers all over the place now where Pororo's favorites are. Some are in areas we haven't even visited yet, so we aren't going to be doing this entire quest right now. I figure we can just go and get some of the ones that aren't too out of the way, though. Like the one on Sultaner Seal Island. Had a surprising amount of reasons to come back here despite being able to skip travel to Alchemoth. The first time we came back here was just to see the rift closer, and then the Ponios over here turned into Fog Beasts, which is when Fog Beasts first became things we can fight outside of Alchemoth, but... Like, I'm pretty sure this is the last time we'll have to come here, but... Wait. Hoverstone. That's... I think I just picked up a normal item orb and thought it was what I was looking for. I guess Pororo's favorite is higher up. So this is the first time since going to Alchemoth we've actually had to bother going up the whole tower. This is really pretty. God, I loved this game. Well, I love this game's sights and everything. Look how pretty that is. Even all destroyed and, like, creepy Alchemoth is pretty. It looks like there's a couple of them in Grandel. That might be up higher, I guess. Yeah, there are a couple here, though, so we'll get those while we're here. I believe every 5 you pick up, Pororo will have something to give you as a reward. This quest has a lot of rewards, but we're probably just going to end up getting them all at once, just because going back to Pororo without all of them is kind of a waste of time. I don't know if that would hold up in speedruns. Nope, that is not what I'm looking for. That's for another quest, but we can go higher up. Getting up here in Grandel is one of the things that stuck with me the most in my first playthrough, because there's a secret area at the very top of Grandel. You may remember, like, the castle spire looking thing that was on the end screen in the last episode. That's in Grandel, and you can get to the very top. Which is just cool, because, like, getting to the very top is not easy. You have to climb all around here, and, like, certain parts I thought at first, like, oh, there's no way you're supposed to be able to get up here, because look at this. Like, you have to, like, clip up at certain points. But I find it cool that like, it's intended, and you get rewarded for coming up here. I've already spoiled what the reward is, but to be fair, the reward is something that I never actually showed in my Let's Play of the main story, so I may as well show it. Okay, we have to get up here, I think. Right? Maybe not? Where else would we have to go? No, we definitely have to get up here. Okay, it looks like we can walk on certain parts here. Okay. Do you see what I mean? You have to clip up here. It's like... There's no way the developers didn't know that. We have somebody... Shushu! It dream of Shushu to one day climb every tree in world. Shushu makes start on that by climbing every tree in Grandel. Think big, start small. But much fear monster attacks, so is not really climb safe environment. What? Shushu climbed all the way to the eternal Zenith. However this is pronounced. I never showed secret areas in my Let's Play of the base game, but they are in the base game. As far as I know, this might actually be the only one in Future Connected. But yeah, I don't know where the Pororo's favorite here is. Well, there I go. Oh, I didn't die. Cool. Every time I take any fall damage, I'm expecting Shulk to say, "This isn't going well." There's one more thing I should actually show while I'm up here. I think I have to jump down there. Yep. I missed the water, but I didn't die, so whatever. There's a giant treasure chest over here, which we only ever saw in Prison Island in my Let's Play the base game. Inside, Heatsink 4. Heatsink gems make it so cooldown is less of a pain in the ass on Kino and Sharla. And as far as I know, this is the only Heatsink gem in all of Future Connected. So it's absolutely worth coming to get it. Especially since weapons are the only things that really have gem slots in them in Future Connected. Like, most of the time the armor is unique, so it already has gems in it that you can't remove. Looks like there's ways to clip up around here, too. This episode has gone from side questing to me just kind of discovering things. Like, the developers intentionally made areas where you need to be able to clip up. That's just so weird. Okay. I guess not. Well, there's an item up there, but I guess I'm not getting it. Looks like there's a little area around here. And there's a Pororo's favorite. We came full circle. That's what we came here for in the first place. Looks like there's one nearby the area where we first rescued Shushu as well. I'll definitely go and grab that. Yep. I have to check the map every now and then so I know I'm going in the right direction because I have an awful sense of direction. So I'm sorry about that. It looks like another one of Pororo's favorites around here. I'm only assuming these are Pororo's favorites because we have a few quests that require us to go pick things up or talk to certain people. But it's hard to be mistaken with Pororo's favorites just because of how many there are. It's right over here, I think. It says it is on the map. Oh, yep, it's right there in the field. Okay. 7 out of 20. Oh, and there's another one over here, too. Alright. Isn't this an interesting episode? Isn't this an interesting side quest? Would you believe me if I told you that, like, the majority of the side quests in the base game are just this? To a lesser degree, you usually don't have to get 20 of any item, but, I mean, there's a lot of fetch quests in the base game. Agni's birthplace. Why does Agni get to name a location just because she was born here? Grandel resident. I thought that was going to be Agni so I could have words. There's a quiet moment there. Not interested right now. There's one right over here. Grandel Ramparts is closest. One thing I really, really like about Future Connected is that since almost every quest just takes place on the Bionis leg, there's almost no loading times after you skip travel. It's so nice. Here's another one of Pororo's favorites. Almost halfway there. You can skip travel to the Eternal Zenith. Secret areas function identically to landmarks, so you can skip travel to them. They're basically just prettier views, and you can get more experience for visiting them. Another one of Pororo's favorites is to the very, very south of here. It's good to visit this location anyway, because we're going to need it for future quests. In fact, I think there is a quest around here that we could do. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Aerith Hilm. Clanus Apis. Apis. I've never known how these are meant to be pronounced. All I remember is that Dunban or Ryan murdered one of them while we were fighting Umea that I decided I was friends with, so I have bad memories of them. We have Citadel Tostega here. I believe we have to kill this for a side quest. For a Pond Spectre quest. I guess we'll see, because the Pond Spectre I'm talking about is right here. And we'll go after Pororo's favorite first. Sorry, Pond Spectre, you are not my top priority. My top priority is getting at least 10 of these in this episode. Yep, right at the very edge of the Bionis shoulder. This part of the shoulder is so pretty. Like, it's so good. I like what they did to have an excuse to not have this be in the water, so they didn't have to, like, create a new, like, way of... I don't know, they didn't have to do something, but instead of just having water be closer to the Bionis shoulder, they just made it so the portion of the Bionis shoulder you can explore is a floating island. Here's Tutu. Qualified, certified, grace and tech personified. Ponspector Tutu is named, surveying new lands is game. Meh, friends are fans of Tutu. Sorry to disappoint, but right now Tutu too busy with trouble. Not have time to autograph. Meh, friends want details of trouble. Could be friends are actually mega fans of Tutu? Truth be told, Tutu dropped very important something on island in middle of Tranquil Tarn here. Very important hand mirror. It important because if Tutu not behold own gorgeousness once in 3 minutes, cannot work from desperate lonely. Is part of personality, currently staving off longing by beholden surface of lake, but gorgeousness much diminished. And that when fan friends come in. Please go to Piddly's Island for Tutu and find precious mirror also for Tutu. Alright. Please to perform service for Tutu. Why is this Ponspector referencing Echo and Narcissus? Why is that what it's referencing? Again, we just have to go right over to this island, and I'm pretty sure the Citadel Tostega or whatever, however that's pronounced, I'm pretty sure it ate the mirror or something, so we have to defeat it. Which is fine, it's only level 74. Starting right with physical defense down. Oh my god. We have so many Ponspectors now that it just looks insane when they all go crazy attacking something. Alright. I don't believe this thing has a spike or anything. I was gonna use Monado Purge for some reason. But Monado Armor is really all we need to worry about. Why did I just get so many... I know that was Arts Heal going up, because that gave me the exact amount that Arts Heal is giving me. Why did it just go off like 6 times in a row from Monado Armor? I'm gonna try using Monado Armor again to see if that has something to do with it before doing a Union Strike. It does! Monado Armor gives you like 7 uses of an Arts Heal gem. Oh, there's a cool screenshot of Shulk just holding the replica Monado in one hand. That's cool. Let's daze it. We don't have enough damage to it to finish it off, so... Yep, there we go. See, it's dazed for a really long time, too. Like, that's a longer daze than you can get through any other means in this game. Somehow this thing was dazed for longer than Egil got dazed after like, having a bunch of machines explode around him back in the Mechanis core. Like, when he was trying to destroy the Bionis, because he gets a forced daze after you destroy all the machines. This thing was dazed for longer than him. That is a powerful Talon art. Okay. Oh, we found Prayer Rock in the middle of the fight. That's good. Now we can pray to the rock. We have another Ponspector, Union Strike. We're gonna go Red Comet this time. Ponspectus, do it now! Yeah, because Shulk just created an opening. They couldn't have done that before Shulk attacked. Yeah, see how much damage that did? That's insane! Oh, the Ponspectors are really good. Can Buster finish it? Not quite, but close enough. Slit Edge can. Reach level 70 with Shulk. Jagged Tail, and I'm pretty sure the mirror should be in here. Nope. Where is that mirror? Oh, it's over here. Sorry, Tostega. I just killed that thing for no reason. Tutu, why are you sitting right next to this guy? Come on! This fight got very quickly out of hand. We actually need to use the healing version of this for the first time. This is one of my favorite one of the Pond Spectre Union Strikes just because of how cute it is. With like Shulk, Melia, Kino, and Nene all just sitting in the flowers. It's really cute, I like it. We're working on getting another Union Strike already too. We had like 7 of these Flammy all gang up on us at once, but I'm pretty sure a bunch of them just died from the Union Strike. We are proving how important it is to use Monado armor here though, because even in casual mode, this thing is consistently getting me down to low health. We're gonna finish it off with a second Union Strike. Yep, there we go. 2-2. Look at what you have wrought. Look how many things we had to kill just to talk to you. What do you have to say for yourself? 2-2 thank friends for fetching mirror. Now can finally focus on pond specting. Alright. 2-2 has reclaimed his mirror. Now he can admire his own reflection and get the esteem boost he deserves. As thanks, 2-2 will share untold story of how pond specters were formulated. Long time ago, 2-2 and few comrades surveyed numberless lands on behalf of Archaeology Center in Frontier Village. As fame spread far and wide, more and more comrades apply to join until Guild of Professional Pond Specters come into be. Meme, now that 2-2 have chance to take good look, is that face of 10-2 that 2-2 see looking back? Well, why not see sooner? If friends have 10-2 in tow, then must mean everyone goal is aligned. 2-2 come seek 1-1 also. I don't know what anyone just said, but welcome. He's part of the Days group, or the yellow team. What's in here? Official staff, a status symbol at the palace. Well, it's a pretty bad weapon for being that. And Flammy Waterfall Orb. I don't... Sounds cool, whatever. We aren't gonna bother getting the rest of these chests. If we head back to the Companion's Cape where we had that quiet moment between Shulk and Nene, there is another one of Pororo's favorites. I tried getting to another one nearby the Companion's Cape, but it's on a higher level, but there is this deposit here which has strength up 4 gems, which... and that's great. And revival HP up 4, which is not as good, but still fine. I think the one I'm actually looking for requires us to take this high path with the Pond Spectre on it, though. We aren't going to be doing this quest right now. The remainder of this episode is just going to be gathering up Pororo's favorites, so yeah, if you don't care about that, you can click off for now. Yeah. We're not going to be gathering all the rest of them, but we're going to be gathering what ones we can from areas we've already been to. Reach the Clear Sky Bluff. This is an area where I believe wind elementals can appear. Yeah, so if you need to kill those for that quest from the Companion's Cape much earlier in the game, you can go ahead and just kill them here. Like, they're still nearby the Companion Cape. The water elementals are still only going to appear by the lake, but at the junks, though. So another one of Pororo's favorites here. And then I believe there's another one basically right next to this down here. With all the sloth goggles, or gluttony goggles, whatever ones they are. Yeah, I think it's down there, but I'll check up here just to be sure. If we jump from here, we can get to this crystal deposit. Electric has Ether up 4, which is very good. And Dazed Tension 4, which I believe probably increases tension when you daze an enemy or something. Or like when you get dazed. I don't know. Looks like there's a Pororo's favorite right over here, though. It should be, at least. Yup. Right in the path of that goggle. And it's down when we're down on a cliff too, so we can't get any added effects other than like attacking from the side. It's not that hard to take down, but that's still annoying. Did we topple it? Let's use Cyclone just to walk it, just as a joke. I miss topple locking very dearly. 13 out of 20 of Pororo's favorites so far. I believe we collected 1 or 2 in a previous episode. Either way, we are doing fine on them. I don't want to kill you a 4th time, man. Come on. Well, I guess I don't have a choice because these things inflict bind. Yeah, we took almost that thing's almost entire health bar using a Union Strike. Again, Union Strikes are broken. Use them. One of Pororo's favorites is directly behind what was once Teelan's lab. If you head up on this little pillar at Zen's Thoroughfare, there's an entire upper level. And a couple of Pororo's favorites are up here, or you need to come up here in order to get, so... yeah. Also some enemies up here that are a pain. I believe Cromars or Ignas. Obviously the Oppies too. That's what I'm going to call them now, Oppies. There we go. Yeah, poison... got Poison Brog and Praeto Upas. Lamentation Ridge. What a serious name. Yep, here we are, Cromars. They're kind of guarding one of Pororo's favorites, but not, like, super well. So they're all facing, like, a different direction. 15 out of 20, though. Not bad. In order to get further up here, you need to jump down this cliff. Don't try it at home. There's another Pond Spectre down in this ridge, which I do not like being on at all. And I still can't see where the Pororo's favorite here is. Oh, God. Hello, Pororo's favorite? Are you here? Where are you? Oh, it's right there. Oh my God. I just did a speedrun trick to get to it. Cool. And I guess I've decided I'm just gonna do all of Pororo's favorites. Because, like, we only need, like, 3 more. So... yeah. Lost and found. Set as active. We have 16 out of 20. We need 4 more. One of Pororo's favorites is on this cliff overlooking the junks. There's one over here at Fime Lane, which is just overlooking those rope bridges we had a quiet moment between Shulk and Melia on. There's a Fogbeast Dinos over here. Inferno Dinos. I remember not liking those because their heads fall off of their body when you fight them. There's another one of Pororo's favorites right over here, but it's surrounded by Quadwings, a unique monster, and a Fogbeast. Something tells me this might be the hardest one to get. That wasn't too bad. We had it pretty rough for the first half there, but then we had a Union Strike and we were able to pretty easily get rid of the unique monster. Those Union Strikes do a ton of damage. So the 19th of Pororo's favorites is right over here, surrounded by a bunch of Tyrken, a bunch of Quadwings, a unique monster, and... I mean... a Fogbeast. I have a Satoral Torta here. These are enemies that are originally from Satoral Marsh. I don't know how they managed to get to basically the Bionis head from there, but good for them. The Gamaro Hollow. We're going to be heading back to this area a lot. As you can see, we have a bunch of Satoral Tortas here and a unique Fogbeast. It's one of the only ones in the game. Level 71 Custodian Barrel Dart. And it's one of the hardest ones to take down, too, for both unique monsters and Fogbeasts. We're not going to be worrying about that right now. We are just going to keep heading through here. I'm going to have more to say about this area when we actually come here for story progress, but for now, all I can say is Forbidden Hushland is right. Where is the music? This is the area directly below Teelan's laboratory. We are right underneath it right now. Well, not anymore, but we were just like a few seconds ago. The last of Pororo's favorites is right around here. We have Krala Slobos, which I believe... those have to come from Valak Mountain, because that's the only place Slobos appear. We have Dinosauros from Magna Forest. Although, granted, only level 71. I don't know where these ones fall in the evolutionary line, because the only ones we could fight were like level 90, and we just topple-locked them to death. Found the last of Pororo's favorites, so now we can head back to Pororo. Finally made it back to Pororo. Meh! Friends find some of Pororo's fave? Show Pororo, please! Meh. So friends found one of Pororo's favorite? Here's reward of Pororo. Not to use all at once. Nostalgic ribbon, that is for Nene. And 1000 G. 5 of Pororo's favorites? Enjoy reward of Pororo with fullest aplomb. Nostalgic plate, nostalgic amulet. Both of those are for Nene. And 20,000 G. Good jobbings! Friends found 10 of Pororo's favorite already. Treasure this reward like just born Little Pon. Nostalgic anklet, nostalgic rucksack. Both for Nene. Incredible effort! Friends found 15 of Pororo's favorite! Friends deserve material reward and extra pat on back. Quick Step 6. This is the only Quick Step gem in the entirety of Future Connected as far as I know, and it's Quick Step 6. It's very good. And 20,000 G. 1, 2, 3. It all here! All 20 bits! Pororo's favorite all safely returned! Pororo not know how to express elation. Congrats for days and days. Friends did unbelievable job and deserve unbelievable reward. Now Pororo can go to Grandel and face a steamed person with no fear for personal safety. Pororo thank friends. Thank friends so much. Debuff resist 5 and 50,000 gold. That's not bad at all. We have 451,000 gold. We are not hurting for cash, but we are literally hurting for cash. Anyway, that's a lot of side questing we've done. Next time on Xenoblade Chronicles Future Connected, we are going to be finding high purity ether crystals that may enable the heroes to prevail over the Fog King. We have to ask Grandel townsfolk for helping furthering the search. Whatever, see you guys then. Get another Alchemoth end screen, who would have thought?